This morning on Summer Spotlight, I had the chance to catch up with one of country's rising stars, Adam Doleac. He is making his Michiana debut in La Porte this weekend, so we caught up with him about his music, tour experience, and favorite road snacks, too. Take a look.
Till our last day, nobody's gonna love you like I can. No, don't you know I'm your biggest fan?
Now, you just heard a clip from one of the country artists appearing on stage this weekend at La Porte's Red Wine and Brew Fest. Joining me this morning live is the artist himself, Adam Doleac. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. I kind of wish I was on a tour bus. This looks fun.
That's where I am. I'm somewhere in the middle of Indiana, making my way to you guys in the back of the tour bus. So good morning from my life.
Well, hey, we'll start with the bread and butter here because the tour music is, of course, what's bringing you to La Porte. Tell us a little bit about that newly released song, Biggest Fan, and kind of what it's about.
Yeah, Biggest Fan is a bit of a love letter to my wife. I got married in December, and we're still newlyweds, and, you know, my life is a lot of what you're looking at right now, the back of tour buses and traveling and this place to this place, and my wife has always supported that in a great way. She's always kind of told me that she's my biggest fan and she really supports this dream that I'm chasing. And so this song was me flipping the script on her and saying, you know what, if you were the person on stage, I'd be the person in the front row, or whatever you want to do. I want you to know that you're my biggest fan, but I'm your biggest fan too.
Is your wife on tour with you, or how has that tour season been out on the road?
She comes on tour a good bit. She kind of picks her favorite cities / places, and she'll come like every other second or third weekend out on the road. She's a bit of a homebody, so she likes to stay home. We have a little dog, and so she'll pick her weekends and come out. She's not out this weekend, unfortunately.
Well, we'll have to get her back to the Hoosier State sometime soon, but in the meantime, Tell me about performing live for people. I feel like that's got to be crazy. I'm used to a studio with 2 other people in it.
Oh, that's what it's all about. You know what? I moved to Nashville really just wanting to be the artist on stage and singing, right? And I kind of fell in love with songwriting more than I ever thought I would. So there's something about the full circle of sitting in a room just like this, having a song idea pop in your head like Famous, and writing it out of nothing. And then, you know, fast forward a year or two, and it's my first gold record. And, you know, you get to watch 10,000 people sing it. It's a really cool full circle moment that happens with that. Obviously, none of that would happen without getting to perform for incredible crowds, which I hear that's what I'm walking into on Saturday.
Oh, you're going to get some Hoosier pride out there in La Porte. It's going to be a great time. And trust me, it sounds like you're ready for the crowd. Your history is actually out on the baseball diamond. You were a baseball player in college?
I played at the University of Southern Miss, actually played in the College World Series, so I've just been watching this year's College World Series very intently. But yeah, big baseball background, and kind of doing the same thing now, just with a guitar in my hand instead of a baseball bat.
I was going to say, how do you translate baseball over into a guitar and music?
There's a lot of similarities going on between those two things, and I think that's why you see a lot of country musicians that kind of came from a sports background. I know, like, Brett Young was a pitcher at Ole Miss. I played at Southern Miss. Sam Hunt, UAB quarterback. Chris Lane played baseball. Riley Green. There's a lot of us that kind of have a sports background.
What can our fans heading out this weekend expect from you up on the stage?
Well, we're gonna have a good time. I think, you know, I try not to just show up and sing the songs. I think people show up to see an artist play because they want to see a show. They could listen to the songs in their car driving somewhere. So we bring a lot of energy. It's going to be a fun show, and then I think we're going to maybe try out 1 or 2 new songs. We got new music coming out all year, and great crowds are my favorite place to play a new song. So I've got a couple up my sleeve, and I may throw a couple brand new unreleased songs at y'all this weekend.
Ooh, Michiana, you hear that? We are getting some new music from Adam this weekend. And I've got to ask, because I am a foodie when I'm out on the road, and if you're touring all over, you know, God's green nation here in America, what is your go-to road snack?
I try to keep it healthy. So as far as meals go, I normally will try to find something like a Chipotle or something that you can get something with some type of fresh, clean ingredients. Other than that, I have to say my guilty pleasure is Oreos after the show. we have Oreos on our rider, so after we finish the show, walk off stage and walk back onto the bus, There's unfortunately normally about 3 pepperoni pizzas and a couple packs of Oreos waiting on us. And some nights I'm able to say no, but most nights I'm going to dive in just at least a little bit.
Well, hey, hopefully you can indulge in some Hoosier classics this weekend. There's a lot of great fair food that's going to be out there at the Red Wine and Brew Fest. But Adam, thank you so much for coming on to Summer Spotlight this morning. We had a great time with you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to the show in LaPorte, and I can't wait to see you guys.
And Red Wine and Brew runs starting tonight. It'll go all weekend long right off of North 500 West in LaPorte. And you can grab your tickets early online at redwineandbrewfest.com. But please stay with us. We'll be right back after this.